Hey everybody, and welcome back to Lindsey's Little Library. So today is BookList Thursday. It's something I do with Sarah over at Sarah's Nightstand. We come to you every Thursday with some sort of book thoughts, ideas, recommendations, something bookish related. So today is something we haven't done in a while. We're gonna talk about big books. Now, I have a fear of big books. There's gotta be some sort of term for that. Big bookophobia, something like that. I'm reluctant to pick up big books, and I don't really have a good reason why. I just don't. So I don't have a ton of big book recommendations for you. So I thought I would go through 5 big books that are sitting on my shelves that I really want to get to and get over my fear of big books. And maybe by talking about them, I'll get excited about them and pick one up sooner or later. Hopefully sooner than later. So here we go. First one I have is part of the Christmas book exchange I did. Who gave me this one? I don't even know. I believe Sarah did. So it's The Rose Code by Kate Quinn. Love Kate Quinn. Have read her books. They're fantastic. I've read 1 or 2 of them. Let's see if I can find a book in here. Or her book list. I don't know if it'll be in here because this is an ARC. Oh, here. I've read The Alice Network and The Huntress. Loved them both.
Here's what I found.
Thank you, Siri. I don't need you, but thanks. So I've read both of those books and absolutely love them, but this one just intimidates me. It's floppy, which is fantastic. They're thin little pages, and that's a lot of font. And we're over 600 in here, and so it's a little intimidating. But I will get to it because it's World War II, and I believe this one involves 3 female code breakers and the spy they must root out after the war is over. So I am really excited about that. Anyways, let me know if I need to pick this up. So the next one I want to talk about is The Lincoln Highway by Immortals, which I absolutely loved. A Gentleman in Moscow. And I've heard really great things about this, and the premise has me super excited. It's just big. It's big. So this takes place 1950s America. We have 18-year-old Emmett. He is just getting out of a juvenile detention center where he served the last 15 months for involuntary manslaughter. His mother long gone and father recently deceased. Interesting. He's headed back to the family farm to pick up his younger brother, who's 8, and head to California, start his life over. But when the warden drives away from dropping him off, he realizes 2 people that he was in the work camp together with were hidden in the trunk and are now with him. And they come up with a totally different plan. So it spans 10 days and told by multiple viewpoints, which again, I love. It sounds so interesting. It's just big. I'll get to that one. I will someday. Next one I have The Book of Accidents by Chuck Wendig. So this one I got all excited for again, based on, I don't even know what channel I was watching, but didn't realize it's well over 500 pages. So pretty much this house that our main character, Nathan, he lived in this house in the country with his abusive father and never really told his family that he has now what happened there. Long ago, Maddie was a little girl making dolls in her bedroom when she saw something she shouldn't have and is trying to remember that lost trauma by making haunting sculptures. And then long ago, something sinister, something hungry, walked in the tunnels and the mountains and the coal mines of rural Pennsylvania. So now Nate and Maddie Graves are married and they have moved back to their hometown with their son Oliver. And what happened long ago is happening again, and it's happening to Oliver. So definitely has the creepy vibes that I love. So I'm thinking this should go fairly quickly, even though it's chunky. So then I have 2 nonfiction books that are chunky books. And so if you thought I'm afraid of fictional chunky books, I'm even more afraid of nonfiction chunky books. But they still sound so interesting. So the first one I have to talk about is 5 Days at Memorial by Sherry Fink. This one basically depicts what happened in the Memorial Hospital within New Orleans during Hurricane Katrina. And what they had to do during those 5 days while everybody was stuck there. So I should remind myself with nonfictions, there's so much like reference and notes materials in the back that's not quite as big as you think it is, but this is still pretty thick. I had a friend of mine read this one. She did say it took her a little bit, but really interested in it. And I want to say this has been turned into something, whether it's documentary, movie, series, I don't know. I feel like I've seen this somewhere. So I want to read it before I watch it. This might be a good audiobook one, you know? Wouldn't be bad. But there's that one. And then there's this book that I've had on my shelves forever. It's called The Lost by Daniel Mendelsohn. It's a search for 6 of 6 million. So basically they're searching for what happened to 6 specific people and the truth behind a family's tragic past during World War II. Part memoir, part reportage, part mystery, part scholarly detective work. They explore the nature of time, memory, family, and history. It starts with the story of a boy who grew up in a family haunted by the disappearance of 6 relatives during the Holocaust and trying to figure out what happened. Again, heard great things. It's just a chunker. So those are my 5 big books that I want to binge. When are we going to get to them? I don't know. Sometime. But that's it. Those are my 5. So if you've read any of these and you're saying, Lindsay, don't be scared. It's going to go quick. You're going to love it. Comment below and let me know what you think about it. Otherwise, head over to Sarah's channel and see what she has for her 5 books to binge. I don't know if she's going to talk about books she's read or hasn't read. We'll see what happens. Otherwise, head over there, see what she says. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I'll see you next time. Bye.